Good morning, everybody. Happy Sunday. I'm here with you guys today to go through a Sunday flow, Moving with Grace by yours truly. So today is a day that we reflect on what has happened just this year. It's only been a week and a half. And it's a day to let go of everything. And it's a time to just be with yourself. We get so caught up in everything else that we forget, obviously, we know this, that we have a hard time being in the now. So I invite you to be with me right now. And what we're going to do first is you're going to grab a chair, a bench, a couch, something that you can elevate your legs up on at a 90-degree angle. I'm going to show you how right now. I have a bench, so I'll just be putting my legs up. Again, it could be your couch, it could be a chair. Anything to put your legs up at a 90-degree angle and let your lower back relax. Your knees are going to be about hip distance apart here, okay? You're just going to let them hang out. They're not out super wide, they're not super narrow. And we're just going to sit here for just a moment. This allows any and all pressure to come off your lower back, which is super important because we do so much on our backs. And we're just going to gently bring our elbows out wide, and we're going to press and release our elbows into the floor. We're going to activate our thoracic region, our shoulders, our neck, and our legs are completely relaxed. We are just pressing and releasing, nice and gently. How's everybody doing today? I thought I'd bring a nice change of pace to our week and get some good stretching in. Treat yourself, right? Still pressing and releasing those elbows into the ground. And last one right here. Okay, you're going to drive your elbows or your knuckles up to your temples, and you're going to drive your elbows together and apart. Again, we're just waking up our bodies. This is nothing significant. We're just going to start the flow. Get our backs nice and relaxed. And last one. Okay, you're going to interlace your fingers. You're going to lock out your arms. And you're going to drive your arms overhead and back down, all while maintaining your arms being locked out. Nice and easy. We're just going in the range that they want to move. We're not pressing into anything. We are just flowing. Because after the long week and the weekend, why not go into Sunday, Monday, feeling nice and relaxed? Beautiful, last one right here. Okay, we are going to bring our knees and feet together. You can see that they are pushed together. And you are going to press and release your knees and feet simultaneously. So the insides of my feet are just together, not the bottoms of my feet. And we're just pressing and releasing. Our upper body is relaxed. And from here, we're going to bring our knees back hip distance apart, and we're going to start moving our feet forward and backwards. So we're driving our foot back as we're pushing the other foot forward simultaneously. We're really trying to get a nice flexion and extension right here. My dancing feet, you can see my feet pushing forward and backwards. It's really important to emphasize that pullback, that flexion of the foot, as you're extending the foot, pushing it forward. And we're alternating. Deep breaths to ensure that upper body is still relaxed. It's very easy to start tensing up as we start doing other movement in other areas of our body. Beautiful, and relax the feet. Now we're going to do some abdominal presses. So you're going to press your lower back. We all have a natural arch to our backs. So we're laying here, and you could probably stick a pencil underneath. We're going to push that pencil into the ground so we would feel it in our lower backs. We're going to press and squeeze our abs and release. And you can do this as you're holding a nice gentle Kegel. We're just pressing and releasing everything. Press our lower back into the floor, squeeze and release. Squeezing that pelvic floor simultaneously as you're pushing your lower back into the floor. Breathing in and out as we are waking up our abdominal area. Feeling pretty good already. And we're going to go for one more. And relax. We are going to come off our bench, chair, couch, whatever that was that you chose. We're coming onto our backs again. And we're going to bring the bottoms of our feet together and let our knees hang open. We get a nice hip opener here in this position. Okay, and from here, we have our hands out to the side. Okay, we're going to gently press our palms into the floor and hold. It's not a major press. It's a gentle press. You'll feel your upper body moving. And from here, you're going to squeeze and release your glutes, your butt cheeks, per se. I'm still gently pressing my arms or my palms into the floor as I'm squeezing and releasing my glutes. I can definitely feel this in my hips, my hip flexors. I'm tight. I'm always tight. I think we're all always tight. Our hips are the culprit of everything, you know. Our hips are the tightness of and what yanks on everything else. If our hips are tight, it's yanking on our knees, our ankles, our shoulders. It's bringing everything into that center part of our body. Okay, last one right here. Beautiful. We're going to bring our knees, relax our upper body. And from here, we're going to push our lower back into the floor and away from the floor. Now, I'm not lifting my hips at all. I'm just simply moving my pelvis forward and backwards. Beautiful job, guys. We're breathing in and out throughout this whole entire thing. We've got two more. Last one. All right, from here, I am going to drive my knee into my chest. I'm going to use my left hand, and I'm going to cross that leg over as I'm reaching out with my right arm. Now I'm holding this position. And we're breathing. You should feel a nice stretch on this outer glute. Sometimes it pulls on your back, depending on where you're tight. Listen to your body. Do what feels right. If you need to come up a little bit, come up a little bit. This is not a forceful day. This is a day to extend and stretch and really complement all the work and demand that we've put on our bodies this week. So we're breathing into this stretch. We are holding. Beautiful job, everybody. We've got about 10 more seconds here. And we're going to slowly come out of this position. We're coming back with our knees bent, feet hip distance apart, and we're going back into those pelvic movements, forward and backwards. We're pushing our lower back into the floor and away from the floor without lifting our hips. We're just readjusting. We just gave our spine a nice twist. So now we're readjusting it vertically to replace everything where it was before. Okay, now we're gonna straighten out our right leg. With our left hand, we're gonna pull our knee across to the right, taking a gaze towards your left. Now we're gonna be here for just about 45 seconds, so take some nice deep breaths in. One side might feel tighter than the other. This side for me feels tighter. And we're coming out of this, back into those pelvic pushes. We're pushing our lower back into the floor and away from the floor, forward and backwards. Beautiful job, everybody. And last one right here. How y'all feeling? I'm feeling much better. We are going to stand up with our feet underneath our hips, and everything is nicely stacked. We are going into a sun salutation, so let's bring our hands up to our chest. Big deep breath. And on our next inhalation, we're going to drive our arms up and bend. So we're going to go and hinging at the hips. We're exhaling down. And we're going to stay here for about 20 seconds. We're shaking our heads no and yes. And really letting our upper body fall down into the floor. Let gravity take its way. All right, everybody, I'm going to turn to the side. From here, you're going to do a nice inhale. Drive your hands up halfway. Make sure your back is straight. And we're going down. And on our next one, we're going to inhale halfway. Exhale, coming down, stepping back or hopping back into a plank position. From here, we are dropping down. We're going to take a big inhale. Scoop down and push up. Big deep breath here. Really push your body up in towards the ceiling, staring at the ceiling. From here, we're going to take a big deep breath, and then on our exhale, we're going to push into downward dog. Walk your feet out. Feel that in your nice hamstrings, calves. Your arms are locked out. Beautiful job, everybody. On your next inhale, you're going to step your left foot forward. And you're going to exhale and step. You're going to drop that right knee back down. And we're going to stay here for a moment. Your feet should be pointed forward. You should feel a nice stretch in that back on your right hip flexor. So right in that front hip on the right side. At least I do, because I'm tight. Like I said, my hip flexors are quite tight. And from here, you're going to inhale, and then on your exhale, you're going to step back into that plank position. And you're going to inhale and step that right foot forward. Placing that right knee in between your left arm and right arm. Toes should be pointed forward. Chest is up. We're hanging out right here. Big deep breath. Big deep breath, and we're stepping back into that plank position. And we are hopping forward, standing up, vertebrae by vertebrae. Beautiful job, everybody. From here, we are taking a big step forward, okay? I think I'm gonna be this way. We're taking a big step forward with our left foot, and we are dropping that right knee down and driving our arms up for warrior one. Oop, I was looking at the camera, excuse me. And we're breathing. Big deep breaths. I'm sideways because I want you guys to see the positioning of my body. Normally I'd be facing you guys, but for this one, our weight is in the heel of the front foot. We're taking a big deep breath and we're pushing back into warrior two. Okay? And I'm actually gonna switch sides so I can look at you guys. So we're stepping with our left foot, our back knee is down, our arms are up, we're taking a big deep breath, and we're going into warrior two. Notice how my back foot turned. So my back foot should be turned into this position. My right foot should still be pointed forward. Big deep breath. We're gazing at the front of our fingertips. Big deep breath, and then our exhale, we're gonna go into a reverse warrior. We're just driving that arm up, reaching our back arm towards that back leg. Ooh, really feeling a stretch in that front side. Keep breathing. We are gazing towards our fingertips. Try and drive that front knee a little bit more forward for a greater stretch. And on our inhale, exhale, we're going back into warrior two. And inhale. And we're dropping that right elbow on towards that left knee, and we're reaching up with that right arm. Beautiful job. This time you should probably feel a nice stretch in that right side, your right abdominal. We're breathing. Beautiful job, everybody. Inhale and exhale to warrior two again. Inhale and exhale to warrior one. Beautiful, and we're stepping up. Wonderful job, everybody. Okay, this time we're taking a big step with our right foot, and we're dropping that knee down, pushing into warrior one. Did all that work on the left side, now let's introduce that right side. Arms are up. We're taking a gaze towards that ceiling. We're breathing in, and on our exhale, we're pushing into warrior two. We're turning that back foot sideways. We're leaning into our right leg. We're stretching and reaching with our front right fingertips. And we're breathing. Big deep breath in. We're going into a reverse warrior. On our exhale, we're driving that left arm back, reaching for our left leg, reaching up with our right hand. And we're breathing. We're gonna inhale and exhale. And bring that right elbow to your right thigh, reaching up with your left arm. And I am feeling this in all the right places, and I hope you are as well. Big deep breath, and we're coming back up to warrior two. And we're turning into warrior one. Reaching those arms up towards the ceiling. Taking a gaze. And on our exhale, we are standing up. Beautiful job, everybody. Come on down to your hands and knees. We are stacking our hands underneath our shoulders, Our knees are underneath our hips. Our feet are nice and relaxed. Okay, we're going to tuck our chin, arch our back for cats and dogs. Really separating and emphasizing that separation of your shoulder blades. Tucking your chin in nice and deep. And you're gonna drop your belly, squeeze those shoulder blades together, and take a look at the ceiling. Big deep breath. And again, we're arching our back. Really separating those shoulder blades. Tucking that chin in. And dropping, excuse me, our bellies and looking up towards the ceiling. Okay, I'm gonna get going a little bit faster on that movement. We're just gonna stay here for a minute and get my hair out of the way. And we're pushing back into child's pose. Now I like to bring my knees, I'll turn towards you guys. My knees are just wider than my hips. Do what feels right on your body. Everybody's hip range is different. But we are bending down and we are reaching forward with our fingers. See how I'm crawling with my fingers forward? And we're gonna stay here for a minute. I'm actually gonna bring my knees in just a little bit. Try and relax everything. Be with me right here, right now. Big deep breaths. We're gonna walk our fingers to the left. Big deep breaths here. You should feel that in your right armpit, right shoulder, your entire right back. Keep breathing. Oh, feels good. If at any point you need to come out of this, and just come to a seated position. Big deep breath, and we're walking our fingers back to center. Big deep breath here. And we're gonna walk our fingers out to the right. Now you should feel this in your left shoulder, left arm, and your left side. And you're breathing into where you feel that stretch. If something feels uncomfortable, really try and focus on why and where it feels uncomfortable and try and breathe into that uncomfortableness. Big deep breath, and we're coming back to center. And we're breathing and we're slowly coming out of this position. Beautiful job, everybody. From here, we are going to come up to our knees, step our right foot forward, and we're gonna kind of drop that right knee down for pigeon pose. That left leg should be straight back, toes should be relaxed, and we are coming down onto our forearms if you would like. If that's possible, if it's not, stay up on your hands, and that's fine. Big deep breath.
And we're coming down, resting our forehead on our hand or on the floor. You should feel a nice stretch in that on that outer part of your leg and glute on that right leg. Breathe into that. Keep breathing. Beautiful job, everybody. And we're going to slowly come up.
Pushing our chest up. And we're going to step back into that plank pose. And we're stepping our left foot forward. Bringing that left foot out to the right. That left knee should be nice and up. And we're slowly walking down to our forearms on this side. And we're dropping our heads.
Placing them on our hands or on the floor. Should feel a nice stretch in that left thigh, left glute. Breathe into that. Big deep breath in,
pushing our hands up. And we're pushing back into that plank pose. And we're hopping forward or stepping forward. Bringing our hands to our chest. Closing our eyes. Bringing ourselves back to the now. If you haven't already been there this entire time, take a big deep breath in and we're bringing our arms up. And dropping down, hinging at the hips.
I'm turning to you guys. And we're breathing in. Halfway, back straight. We're breathing down, going into a plank pose. Slowly dropping those arms down and pushing up.
And we're holding here. Our chest is pushed up. Our arms are as straight as they could be. We're taking a gaze towards that ceiling. We're taking a big deep breath in and we're going into downward dog.
Driving those heels into the floor. We're walking our feet. And we're holding. Big deep breath in, and on the exhale, we're going to extend our right foot up into the air with our leg locked out, okay? Big deep breath. On our exhale, we're extending it. We're driving it just up and back. Breathe into this. Breathe in a big inhale, and on our exhale, we're going to twist and drive our knee up towards the ceiling and let that foot try and hang back. Now, if this isn't comfortable or something hurts on this, just keep your leg back up into the air and we're holding it. Or you can always come back in downward dog. Big deep breath. And we're bringing that foot back. It's still in the air. Breathe and we're setting that foot down. Same thing on the left side. Big deep breath in. And on our exhale, we're driving that leg back. Big deep breath in. Exhale, we're twisting and driving that knee towards the ceiling. Our hands should be still planted in that same position. Big deep breath. And we're coming back. Deep breath, and we're planting that foot on the floor. And big deep breath, and we're hopping or stepping forward. And we're letting our body hang. Big deep breath in. Slowly letting your back and standing up vertebrae by vertebrae.
Beautiful job, my friends. That ends our day. Sunday flow, moving with grace. I hope that gave your body exactly what it needed. I believe it gave mine exactly what it needed. And I will see everybody tomorrow for my strength class, 9 a.m. You guys have a beautiful Sunday. Love you guys.